The Emperor of Mankind is the central figure around which the entire Imperium of Man revolves. He is a godlike being of immense power, worshipped as both savior and deity by trillions of humans across the galaxy. His influence has shaped humanity's destiny for over 10,000 years, but his origins stretch back even further into the mists of time. The Emperor was born tens of thousands of years before the current era of the 31st millennium, around 8000 BC, in the region of Anatolia, which is modern-day Turkey. His true origins are shrouded in mystery, but it is said that he was the result of an ancient ritual conducted by a collective of powerful human shamans. These shamans, fearing the rise of chaos and the dissolution of human souls after death, sacrificed themselves to create a single, immortal being who would protect humanity from the warp's corrupting influence. The Emperor, though immortal, lived among humans for thousands of years in secret, guiding the development of human civilizations. He influenced countless historical events from the shadows, ensuring humanity's survival while remaining hidden from the public eye. For millennia, he shaped human destiny, waiting for the right moment to reveal himself. By the time of the 30th millennium, humanity had spread across the galaxy. But the galaxy had descended into chaos. The Age of Strife, a period of devastating warp storms, civil wars, and isolation had left human colonies scattered and cut off from one another. Without stable interstellar travel or communication, many planets fell into barbarism, while others were destroyed by alien threats. It was during this time that the Emperor finally revealed himself. Emerging from the shadows, he united the warring factions of Terra under his banner, using both diplomacy and force to bring order to the planet. He created vast armies, including genetically engineered super soldiers, to achieve his goal. With Terra under his control, the Emperor launched the Great Crusade, an ambitious and monumental campaign to reunite the lost human worlds under one empire, the Imperium of Man. To lead his armies in this Great Crusade, the Emperor created 20 beings of immense power called the Primarchs. These Primarchs were his sons and were imbued with fragments of the Emperor's own genetic makeup. Each Primarch was designed to embody different aspects of the Emperor's perfection, and they were intended to be the generals of his Space Marine legions, leading humanity to victory. However, the Primarchs were scattered across the galaxy by the Chaos Gods, who feared the Emperor's growing power. Each Primarch landed on a different world, far from Terra, where they grew up in isolation. Despite this, the Emperor found each of his lost sons during the Great Crusade, and they rejoined him in his efforts to unite humanity. With their help, the Imperium of Man expanded rapidly, conquering worlds and bringing them into compliance with the Emperor's vision. The Emperor's dream of a united galaxy, however, was not to last. His most trusted son, Horus, who had been named War Master and given command of the Emperor's armies, fell to the influence of chaos. Corrupted by the dark powers of the warp, Horus turned against the Emperor, leading half of the Primarchs and their Space Marines legions into rebellion. This conflict, known as the Horus Heresy, plunged the Imperium into a brutal civil war. The Horus Heresy was a galaxy-spanning conflict that tore the Imperium apart. Brother fought brother, and countless worlds were destroyed as the forces of Horus clashed with the Loyalists who remained true to the Emperor. The heresy culminated in a final, devastating confrontation aboard Horus's flagship, the Vengeful Spirit, where the Emperor himself faced his fallen son. In this climactic battle, the Emperor, despite his immense power, hesitated. He loved Horus like his son and could not bring himself to strike him down immediately. This moment of hesitation allowed Horus to deal the Emperor a mortal wound. However, the Emperor, summoning the last of his strength, ultimately killed Horus, destroying his physical and spiritual form. But the victory came at a great cost. The Emperor was left gravely wounded, his body shattered beyond repair. After the battle, the Emperor's loyal warriors carried his broken body back to Terra. To preserve his life and consciousness, the Emperor was placed upon the Golden Throne, a massive life support machine that keeps him alive to this day. Though his body is nearly dead, the Emperor's mind remains active and his immense psychic power continues to guide and protect humanity. The Emperor's presence on the Golden Throne serves a crucial purpose. He powers the Astronomicon, a psychic beacon that allows Imperial ships to navigate through the dangerous warp and maintain communication across the vast distances of the galaxy. Without the Emperor's psychic light, the Imperium would fall into chaos, as travel through the warp would become nearly impossible. However, the Emperor's existence on the Golden Throne is one of eternal suffering. He is trapped between life and death, constantly in agony, but unable to die. His mind endures the torment because it is necessary for the survival of the Imperium. His sacrifice is what holds the Imperium together, though it is a bitter and painful fate for the once great ruler. After the Horus Heresy, the Emperor became more than just a ruler, he became a god in the eyes of humanity. Though the Emperor never desired to be worshipped, his followers began to revere him as the God Emperor of mankind. The Ecclesiarchy, the religious arm of the Imperium, spread the belief that the Emperor was a divine being who watched over humanity and demands their loyalty and devotion. In the 41st millennium, the Emperor is worshipped by billions of humans across the galaxy. His name is invoked in prayers, and his image is present in every Imperial city and on every battlefield. The Imperium has become a theocratic regime, where heresy and blasphemy are punishable by death, and the Emperor's will is enforced by fanatical warriors, including the Inquisition and the Adeptas Sororitas. The Emperor's influence, though silent and immobile on the Golden Throne, permeates every aspect of Imperial life. His vision of unity and progress has been distorted by millennia of war and fanaticism, but he remains the central figure of hope in a galaxy filled with darkness and despair. The Emperor of Mankind is a complex and tragic figure. He is both savior and tyrant, a visionary who sought to unite humanity, but whose dream has been twisted by the harsh realities of the galaxy. His Imperium, though vast and powerful, is far from the enlightened utopia he once envisioned. It is a brutal and oppressive regime, constantly at war with alien threats, traitors, and the demonic forces of chaos. Yet, without the Emperor's sacrifice, humanity would be lost. The galaxy of the 41st millennium is an unforgiving place where countless enemies seek to destroy the human race. The Emperor's will, though weakened, still protects the Imperium from annihilation. His armies fight in his name, his legions guard the borders of human space, and his psychic power keeps the horrors of the warp at bay. The Emperor's legacy is one of survival. Though his dreams of a golden age has faded, he continues to hold the Imperium together through sheer force of will. In a galaxy where hope is scarce, the Emperor of Mankind remains a symbol of humanity's resilience and its enduring fight for survival. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war, and the Emperor of Mankind is the last flickering light that keeps humanity from being swallowed by the void.